Like, it's really unique, they're really fun to plan out, they're quite hard to think how to do these shots because you can't just point the camera, you have to anticipate what the end of the shot's gonna look like. But if you get good at these shots, they can really be really good establishing shots, create a lot of tension, or really pull in the viewer by having something slowly draw out. There's no cuts, people get distracted when there's cuts. I really like these shots. You also don't see it much on social media because it's so cutty and quick. Let's get into these long shots and break them down, why I did what I did, because it is quite a bit going on sometimes in these long shots. So this one is probably my longest one, and like I talk about a lot, this one's got a lot going on. So I talk about revealing subjects, mirrors for depth, silhouettes, hiding things from the viewer. This has a lot of that, with the silhouette, mirror, subject slowly getting revealed, and then we finish really nicely framed. Camera actually comes to a stop, and then I turn and walk away.
Odessa.
Why would we go to Odessa?
Not we, you, and stay with your mother.
Well, how come?
Look, right now it's midnight Sunday.
So it's just a pushing, really. There wasn't too much camera movement left and right. Okay, this one. Really good. So the video plays for about 2 seconds and then step in frame, switch from mirror to the actual subject, and then hold for a wee while, because I think holding your shots is another characteristic movies do. It's kind of self-explanatory. No, it's not. But so there's no point in the middle where it feels weird.
That's unless you're too busy.
No, just let me heat up a towel.
Yeah. And here's a 20. Keep the change.
For this place, this was probably the best composition if I had to take a photo or something, and then this was the second best. So you got to think, how do we link these two shots? What's hard is keeping a good composition throughout the whole shot. So I think we got quite lucky that I was on the rule of thirds when I walked out of the shot. So really far on the right rule of thirds, and then it all works out quite well that we finish and I'm on the other rule of thirds, and it's just framed really good, beginning to end and in the middle.
I love you.
This one, so I knew I wanted a big long shot down the street. I'd seen it in a couple of movies, especially Blade Runner. Just this corner of the room was quite obviously the best other angle for this place, and let the subject reveal, hidden for a bit, comes in and is revealed. Follow the subject, good rule of thirds, don't let the camera slow down or speed up. Subject is doing things, yeah, quite jam-packed. Compose it in a way that there's never a really ugly composition throughout the whole shot, and then you want to finish on a really good composition. So typically I'll think, okay, I want this shot to finish. In this situation, how can we start the shot? I use the Ronin Pro 3, use the RS3 Pro. R5C and body stabilization is really good. Autofocus sometimes, but manual focus because you don't want the focus to jump in the middle of your shot, which is pretty likely. And yeah, you guys got to try these shots out because they have now become a favorite. You only can really use one in a video because they take so long. But I love the tension, and I love, everything about it. Okay, this one, love this one. Following the train before subject comes in frame, quite long, and then is held crossing the street. And then this one's the same, but just zoomed in. It's another idea I got from a movie. So I'm outside the building, walking, and I actually sprint around and come back into frame.
I saw him today. I saw his face. It was a face I loved, and I knew I had to run away and get down on my knees and pray.
Morning, Luke.
Hey, Bobo. Sorry to come by so early. I was on my way to work and I thought I might chew your ear.
So the previous year, 2022, I was all about the sequences. How do you shoot this angle, and this angle, and make it flow really, really good? And then this year has been the year of long one takes. Everywhere I go, I arrive at a location, and like the first thing I'm thinking is, how will this look good in one big long take? Okay, so sometimes long shots don't have heaps of camera movement. I don't know, I thought I'd throw this one in there. So your eye is immediately drawn to the cup getting put down, picking this up, reveals the face, and then it's drawn out a bit.
You look like you could do that blindfolded.
I can, and I do. I find it very relaxing. Good for meditation.
I was searching, wondering, doing my way.
Let's make it 10. Yeah. 10's a nice round number. What's the matter with you?
Kind of long, reveal subject, coming into frame, rotate.
The thing about real wealth, the more you've got, the harder it is to fade into the wallpaper.
Yeah, and then into a long drone shot. It's just a bit of tilt up with the drone and a little in post tilt up. So you have to start your shot. Your first shot has to be kinda interesting. It can't be like super boring. So we have this kinda interesting thing out to the left, and then we reveal our subject, throw the phone, and then so something happens. There's more events in one shot.
Connie Tepos. Her boyfriend almost killed her last year when she tried to leave. He broke 3 of her ribs last month. She's scared.
Okay, maybe my favorite car, nice and close to the car, 50mm anamorphic, so it looks really nice. And then this is a really small car, and these are small buildings, and I'm 6'3", so when I hold the gimbal above my head, it looks like we've got a jib. I love that shot, and it's held really long.
One more thing, young man.
Like I've talked about before, start with nothing in frame. I can't hold this shot for too long because it just looks boring as. So the car comes in pretty soon, stops. We're switching to what is going on with the watch. Drone shot, car is revealed. This probably looks really pixely on. If you don't want pixelation, compression, add more contrast. Okay, bike shot. Okay, so what's happening in this one is leg is thrown over. It's the first event. Light turning on, second event. Hand clicking the gear is the other event. There's actually a sound effect that isn't playing right now of clicking the gear and then up to the subject's face. Nice and long. Movies is sort of the only place you get these long drawn out shots. Like they take too long for commercials, they take too long for social media, but I don't know, I'm just really liking cinematography and longer shots. Yeah, movies. I love the movie vibe to my videos now rather than that commercial vibe or the social media vibe. I never used to use, but now it's become my go-to shot and my favorite shot, and I probably use them too often. Take a look at this shot right now and let's reset. This is the original shot. So the person with the camera was meant to be a bit more symmetrical, but so the composition, it was just weird. I zoomed in because it's in 8K, and because I just know these cinematography techniques, I'm able to do it in post as well. And then got one of my favorite shots. Alright, they're my favorite long takes, and long takes are my favorite shots. I probably get too many of them and I can only use one in a video. And comment what you guys want to see, what should I cover. So I've got so many recordings of movies that really help me make these videos. I'll walk around with recordings of movies on my phone when I shoot this stuff. And if you would purchase all of my screen recordings of movies, would you do that? Like, let me know, because it's helped me so much. And yeah, so catch you in the next one.